Welcome back, it's me, Lou. Today we are taking a look at Set 3 of the Nanoforce Fallout miniatures by MC Toys. This one includes 13 plastic figures and is distributed exclusively by Toink. Alright, so if you've seen the first two videos, I've reviewed Set 1 and Set 2. These are great miniature pieces, especially if you're a big fan of Fallout. So let's get started. Alright, so like the first two previous sets, it comes with this insert. And here's a look at all the different sets. So far we've taken a look at Set 1, Set 2, and today we are reviewing Set 3. You unfold this, and then you get a listing of all the different miniatures. So this is kind of a checklist. The Vault Boys are the blue miniatures, the allies are the gray, enemies are green, and the artifacts are kind of like this orange-red. And there's also 4-inch larger scaled miniatures, as you can see at the bottom. If you unfold this even further, it includes this poster, which you can use as a display piece, and you can like take your miniature and place it on the indicated label. Alright, so let's get started. First up, we have the 4-inch Deathclaw miniature. If you've played the games, you know how much of a pain in the butt these Deathclaws are to like take on. Especially if you're a lower level character. You don't want to encounter one of these in the wild. It's a nice large figure. My only complaint is that you could kind of see the mold lines. They're pretty visible on the jawline and on the horns. But otherwise, it's a great looking miniature. In this shade of brown, it's kind of reminiscent of like the Rancor from Star Wars. But yeah, great, gruesome, awesome monster character. Up next, we have the male survivor. This is probably the closest miniature we have to being the main character from the Fallout game. He's in his vault suit with some armor pieces. I kind of feel like if you're collecting the Nano series, you kind of need this piece in particular, just because it's pretty much representing the main character. The sculpting's a little bit on the soft side, but it's still a great miniature nonetheless. Alright, so let's take a look at the first baggie. Let's start off with the artifacts. We have the T-51B helmet over here. So this looks like something like the Brotherhood of Steel would wear. Now, it's curious with this helmet, like if you're into collecting like 6-inch action figures or even 1/10 scale action figures like the 7-inch, it almost seems like if you modified this, you could probably like incorporate this into like maybe like a Marvel Legends toy line or like the McFarlane 7-inch action figures. It's pretty cool. I dig this a lot. Again, the sculpting's a little bit on the softer side, but the details, they're all there. Let's do the Vault Boys next. So these are the perks from the game. The first one we have is the Night Person. It's a very Dracula looking kind of character with a coffin in the background. Following that, we have the Thumbs Up Vault Boy perk. Again, the details are kind of soft on this, so it's kind of hard to make out his face. Again, this one's wearing a vault suit with Vault 76 on the back. We have an artifact next. This one is Lorenzo's Artifact Finder. I don't recall this, so I'm not sure if this is from Fallout 76 or from one of the previous games. It looks kind of like your traditional like 1950s futuristic ray gun. And we come across two enemies. These, I believe, are the ghouls. So the ghouls in the game, they're kind of like the irradiated zombies. The sculpting's very clean. You know, they look like what they're supposed to look like. They're ghouls, kind of creepy looking. They look malnourished. Here's the other one. This is the female ghoul. And lastly, we come to, I believe this is the female survivor. So again, I really feel like is this set 3? Yeah, I think set 3 is the one that you kind of need if you want the main characters. Or if you want something that closely resembles your avatar in the game. So, you know, you have two options. You have the male or the female lone survivor. Both great sculpts. So I'm liking this miniature series a lot by MC Toys. Like I stated in previous videos, if you're into the Fallout like tabletop game or the skirmish game or the RPG, these are great pieces to complement those games, especially if you're not, you know, if you're not looking to buy any of the more expensive like resin miniatures. I believe these are great proxy pieces since the sets are very affordable. And these are great just because they're very much in line with the old like green plastic army men that you probably grew up with as a child. Oh, and before I forget, we still have the blind bag. I didn't open that yet, so let's move this aside. So for the blind bag, we have another artifact. This looks like the Pip-Boy, which is that you know, personal computer that you wear on your arm. You know, there's the screen, there's all the dials. Again, this looks to be like it might be 1/12 scale, so if you have a 6-inch action figure, and if you have some customizing or modeling skills, you might actually be able to like cut this out, drill a hole in it, and maybe, you know, put this on a Marvel Legends figure. Or if you're into like casting and making molds, you might be able to just like recast this. Next we have one of the droids. Which one is this? Oh, so this is the Assaultron. I'm not sure if this is from the MMO because I don't recognize this from the previous games. Mine looks like there's some excessive flash on its neck right there. So it probably didn't come out from the mold properly. Over here we have one of the allies. I forgot which character this is. I think this is one of the Minutemen, I believe. Or this is actually Hancock. Wielding his knife. Very bare minimum on the sculpt, as you can see on the back. You know, there's no wrinkles or folds. But it's an excellent piece nonetheless. And we come to another perk. This one is the Life Giver. I might have my perks confused, but I think this might be one of those perks where if you like heal or regenerate yourself, I think there's a bonus given to your companions, I think. Alright, so like I said, great set of miniatures. Wonderful collectibles if you're into the Fallout game. I can't recommend these enough. So yeah, I think there's one more set left to go, at least that I know of. I think there were only 4 box sets in Series 1. And then they also released individual baggies for like army building that would feature duplicates of certain characters. Alright, so with that being said, let's close this video out. Once again, my name is Lou. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for your continued likes, comments, and support. I greatly appreciate it. So, until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I will see you at the next one. Alright, later.